Guess what we're making today? We're making some brownies in the new Ninja Foodi XL oven. Yeah. I like to start off with mixes before I make things from scratch to cook in here. I'd like to try to get the times down, and I don't feel so bad wasting a dollar mix if it doesn't come out right. Instead of making stuff from scratch and I'd be like, ugh, you just get frustrated. So today is more not about the recipe, it's more about the cook times for a brownie, and we're using a 13x9 pan. It fits in there. So I did pick this up. It's a 13x9 family size chewy brownie. So like I said, 13x9 fits. You can line this with parchment paper, but I'm being lazy. So I'm just gonna spray this pan, spray the sides, and we're just gonna set this to the side. This is a Duncan Hines Chewy Fudge Brownie Mix. I'm opting for the fudgy brownies. It gives you an option of fudgy or cake. We're gonna do the fudgy. So it's 2 eggs, 1/4 cup of water, and a 1/2 cup of oil. And it's a 13x9 family size. Just make sure you get the right size. Just grab a bowl. And yeah, make sure you dump it all over the floor, like I just did. That's gonna have to stay on the floor until I get these in the oven. Goodness gracious. Okay, so there's your brownie mix that came in that bag that just exploded. Next up, you're gonna add 2 eggs, 1/4 cup of water, 1/2 cup of oil. This is vegetable oil. And all we're going to do, I'm just going to break those eggs, and it's said to, until well blended, about 50 strokes it said. Now you can do add-ons to this, but I'm just going to do a straight mix today because once again, I'm just trying to get times down. And that seems to be the most important thing with the Ninja Foodi appliances, is trying to get the times down. We're done. So I'm done mixing that. Let's go over to the oven. Just trying to zoom in as close as possible. I'm going to turn the Ninja oven on, and we're going to go to function. We're going to choose bake. I am going to turn it on. I should have checked the temp. See? 350. We're going to go to temp, set for 350. Time, we're going to go down to, I'm going to set it for 23 minutes, and we're going to hit start. Now it's going to take about 90 seconds to preheat. The light comes on. Oh, one more thing I forgot to point out. Your rack level is 3, and it's in the 3 slot. These are actually labeled. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it says 1, 2, 3. And that rack I just leave in. It just happens to be in there. It's fine. The oven will work just fine. So we're just waiting for this to preheat before we pop the brownies in. That'll give us enough time to take our 13x9. Notice how that rhymes? Yeah. I'm a poet and I just don't know it. Gonna take that brownie mixture and place it right in the 13x9. Oh yeah, this is gonna be thin brownies. Oh well. Want all the brownie goodness in there. And this is why they're gonna bake so quick in the 20 or 23 minutes, because this is gonna be a very thin brownie. And all we're gonna do, this is how I spread out. Don't pick up your spatula. You're just gonna take it and just move it about just like that. Take it. Okay, that is done preheating. And actually, once it's done preheating, the clock actually starts to count down. But we can just increase the time once we pop the brownie mixture in there. And I could have done this before the preheating, but I'm just doing it this way. Oh yeah, baby. Let's push that over. And like I said, you can do add-ons. You can add marshmallows, nuts, M&Ms. You can add basically whatever you want to this. All right, that's pretty much even. Okay, we're gonna open up the oven. Take that beautiful 13x9 pan, slide it in, work quickly, close it. Then I got chocolate on my finger. All we're gonna do is increase the time back up to 23 minutes. And we're gonna let this cook because I did cook brownies last night and it was true to the time. So I'm going to assume, yeah, I probably shouldn't assume. We're gonna check it at 20 minutes. So we have about 5 minutes left. It's like 5 minutes and 24 seconds. But I gotta get these. So we do have about 5 minutes and 18 seconds left. I just want to check these very, very quickly. Probably use a toothpick, but I'm just gonna use my finger. Nope, they're not done. I can tell by touching it. So I didn't want to let too much heat out. I'm gonna let it continue to cook for the 5 minutes. Okay, it's shut off. Open her up. I am gonna grab a toothpick, even though, like with brownies and stuff, it's hard to gauge them. Oh, these are gonna be so good. Gotta get that off there. It's clean. We're gonna take this out. Now is the hardest part. I like to let these get completely cool before I cut into them. So we're gonna have to wait for a bit before we do that taste test. Time for that taste test. As you can see, yeah, I just made that roast. But I made brownies earlier, and it's time for that taste test. I'll zoom in so you can see these. Okay, let's try them. They're fudgy a bit. Taste test. They're, how must I put this? They're good, but they're not great. I wouldn't get, yeah. The Duncan Hines brownie mix is okay. I mean, it's a good brownie, but there's better brands out there. Yeah, this is okay. I mean, it cooked and everything. It cooked fine or baked fine, but it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I was looking for that rich, deep, chocolatey, and yeah, I picked up the wrong brownie mix. But they cooked fine in the oven. But yeah, choose a different brand. Duncan Hines isn't that great. Not to knock Duncan Hines, but everybody's different. But I want that rich, dark, yeah. And surprisingly enough, I think Aldi's has a really good brownie mix. So I'm gonna have to pick one up from there. But yeah. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos, especially with this oven. I'm loving this oven.